Here's a list of common foods you should not store in the refrigerator, and exactly why they're better off outside of it. Potatoes, why not? Well, cold temperatures turn starch into sugar faster, giving them a weird sweet flavor and a grainy texture. Store them instead in a cool, dark, dry place like, a pantry. Onions, why not? They absorb moisture in the fridge, which makes them soft and moldy faster. Store them instead in a mesh bag or an open basket in a dry, ventilated area. Bread, why not? Fridge air dries it out and makes it stale quickly. Store it instead at room temperature in a bread box, or freeze it if you need long-term storage. Number 4, unripe avocados. So why not put them in the fridge? Well, cold actually slows down the ripening process, which means they'll just stay hard forever. Instead, it's best to store them on the counter until they're soft, and then you can pop them in the fridge to slow down any further ripening. Number 5, bananas. Here's the thing. If you refrigerate them, the peel turns black really quickly and they just won't ripen properly. It's much better to keep them on the counter, and if you want to slow down ripening, just separate them. Number 6, tomatoes. Refrigeration actually dulls their flavor and makes the texture kind of mealy, which honestly no one wants. So store them on the countertop, stem side down, for the best taste and texture. Garlic, it's best not to keep it in the fridge. The cold actually encourages sprouting and, mold. Instead, store it in a cool, dry, well-ventilated spot, never sealed. Now, honey is another one. You really shouldn't refrigerate it because it will crystallize and thicken in the fridge. Just keep it tightly sealed at room temperature away from heat. As for stone fruits like peaches, plums, and nectarines, if they're unripe, putting them in the fridge halts ripening and changes their texture. So let them ripen on the counter, then once they're ripe, you can pop them in the fridge to extend their freshness. Coffee, whether it's beans or grounds, really shouldn't go in the fridge. You see, the fridge introduces moisture and odors that can spoil the flavor. Instead, it's best to store your coffee in an airtight container in a cool, dark place. So here's a list of foods that should definitely be kept in the refrigerator. This helps maintain their freshness, prevents spoilage, and preserves important nutrients. First up, dairy products, things like milk, cheese, yogurt, cream, and butter. The reason is simple: keeping them cold prevents spoilage and bacterial growth, since most dairy is quite perishable. Now let's talk about raw meat, poultry, and fish. These really must stay cold, below 4 degrees Celsius or 40 degrees Fahrenheit, to avoid any dangerous bacterial growth. Oh, and here's a handy tip. Always store them on the bottom shelf to prevent cross-contamination. Next up, eggs. Keeping eggs chilled maintains their freshness and helps prevent salmonella, especially in the United States where eggs are washed. It's best to store them in the carton, not in the fridge door. Moving on to berries and grapes. Storing these in the fridge slows down mold growth and extends their shelf life. Just remember, only rinse them right before eating to prevent early spoilage. Number 5, opened condiments and sauces. So think of things like ketchup, mayonnaise, pesto, or even open salsa. The reason is, once these are opened, they can spoil more quickly because they're exposed to bacteria. Number 6, leafy greens and cruciferous veggies like spinach, kale, lettuce, broccoli, and cabbage. Keeping these in the fridge helps them stay crisp, fresh, and, nutrient-rich for a longer period. Number 7, cut fruits and veggies. For example, sliced melons, chopped carrots, or peeled cucumbers. Once they're cut, they're just much more prone to spoilage and, bacterial growth. Fresh juices and plant-based milks, once opened, are highly perishable and can ferment or spoil rather quickly after opening. Leftovers and prepared meals should be stored properly. This keeps them safe to eat for about 3 to 4 days and helps prevent food poisoning. Baked goods with cream or cheese fillings, such as cheesecake, cream pie, or anything with cream cheese frosting, can spoil fast if left at room temperature. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.